this evening, all that we are coming to do is still to hammer on the point of what? Mental transformation. Yes, still under the education. The things that actually brings wealth, that actually liberates us from these shackles of poverty and other things, it's what? The mindset. So therefore, I must come and hammer on the mindset again. The greatest gift God gave to mankind is the mind or the mindset. The greatest gift or the treasure God gave to mankind is the mindset. Is the what? The mindset. You see, when we go into anatomy, yes, those who are into science or a health field, we know about anatomy. So when we take the brain has a lot of parts or components. We have the medulla oblongata, cerebrum, a whole lot. You get it? So all these things come together to form the brain. You get it? But when you consider the mind, in a way, it's a different thing, Kaka. Even though more like we equate the mind to the brain. When I was reading, I realized that the mind also has a lot of, like in a way, part or groupings. But if you want to categorize them, we can only have two. And that is the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. What is the conscious mind? The conscious mind is the part of the mind that stores information temporarily. As I'm speaking to you now, you are listening to me, you are hearing me. What is happening to you? It is your subconscious mind that is keeping the information. What is the subconscious mind? It's the one that stores information permanently. Please listen to these definitions that I'm giving or the explanation I'm giving, because everything that I'm coming to build today will be based typically on the subconscious mind. Because the law of mental transformation simply states that you must always reflect your mind. You must always reflect your mind. And what is the mind? The subconscious mind that I'm talking about. And from here to we can establish that the subconscious mind is more superior to the conscious mind. And at this point, that's where both science and religion believe. Because according to the scriptures, the Bible teaches us that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The Bible never said that he will become. Immediately, once you think in your heart, you become. So is he. So it tells us that there's what a kind of mind or brain even in the heart. And that's the subconscious mind. Wow. And whatever, as I stated it rightly, that the law of mental transformation simply states that you must always what? Reflect your mind. And whatever that falls into this subconscious mind, trust me, you don't know how it will happen. That thing will happen, like it will manifest. Really. In reality, it will manifest. That is how God has made a system. That is how life is. If you want to achieve anything, if you want to possess anything, all that you have to do is to make sure that the thing has sink into the what? The subconscious mind. That is the heart. Not necessarily the brain, but the subconscious mind, which is in the heart. And I said that this is the part where both scientists and religion agreed, because the other time I was like, no, we all know that the brain has the ability to control all the activities of the body, right? With the exception of the heart. The brain cannot decide whether the heart should pump or not to pump. It can regulate its beats and other things. But as to the brain to tell the heart to pump, to stop pumping or not, the brain does not have that power. So this one affirms that indeed the subconscious mind is in the heart, because the heart is superior to the brain. Therefore, the brain cannot tell the heart to whether continue pumping or not. Do you get it? And as I'm saying, anything that sinks into the subconscious mind, your body must reflect it. One may ask, How can something sink into the subconscious mind? How do we process information into the subconscious mind? And the only way we can do that is through repetition.
Wow.
Repetition. The more you continue to repeat a thing or recite a thing, your body notices it as what? Very important something. Therefore, it will then move it from the conscious mind and deposit it on the what? The subconscious mind. And trust me, the mind is a very, very fertile place. Very, very fertile place. And whatever you deposit there, it will grow.
Wow.
And the part of the mind that really grows is the subconscious mind. So if you start to deposit enviness, lack of creativity, suffering, negative things, trust me, it will grow and you reap negative things. The same way, if you start to deposit seeds of maybe humility, mental transformation, reading, learning, a whole lot, it will grow and you reap it. Because whatever you put there, it will surely grow. That subconscious mind is a very fertile place. Anything that goes there germinates. So I don't know, in your business, the kind of words that you are saying about your business, the kind of seeds that you are depositing in the subconscious mind, I don't know. With a subconscious mind, another thing that happens is when you start to deposit good seeds on the subconscious mind, as the Lord rightly says that you must reflect your mind. So if you start to make good plans, you start to think about new possibilities, what will happen is your subconscious mind will cause your body to generate what is called thoughts. What are thoughts? Thoughts are primary forces that originate from the heart, which causes you or pushes you to attain a certain reality that the mind has captured. They are primary forces that are generated, and it forces you to move into your reality. Trust me, this world is created by thoughts. Let us look at around. How did these things come into being or came into being? Prophet thought about it. He thought of having a place like this, isn't it? And that's how come we are seeing it. So everything you see in this world is as a result of what? Our thoughts. So everything that you possess is as a result of your dominant thoughts. Whatever you possess is as a result of your dominant thoughts. And this thing has also been verified and affirmed by what the Bible said, that when the Israelites were building a city and a tower into the skies, and their main goal was to make name for themselves. And the Bible said clearly, God came down from heaven to see the city of which the children of Israel builded. But when we look at even, when you read the scripture coming, you realize that these people has not even begun to dig or even make mortar or whatever to build a city. But in the realm of the spirit, God testified that the building has already been built. The building has already been built. And the verse says, he stated it emphatically that nothing can restrain these people from building because their mind has what imagined them. So anything that you can imagine, you can surely achieve it. Anything. Because these people, and when they started, it was God himself who came down to stop them. He testified that nothing can stop them from doing that. Why? Because they've imagined it. They've thought about it. Because they started calculating the cost. Oh, we can grind this to make mortar. You can grind this to make brick. They were thinking about that. The thoughts. They were thinking about it. And the thoughts were generating the forces, the primary forces to push them into their reality. So if you are here, maybe you don't have any a standard of living, maybe probably you are living and you are expecting or hoping that things will go well for you. The solution or the answer I will give to you tonight is change your thinking pattern. Change your thinking pattern. If you're able to regulate what goes into the subconscious mind, trust me, you will become. You will become. How can you regulate what goes into the subconscious mind? That leads to what is called the law of belief, which simply states that whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. So whatever you can think of, that feeling over there is what? The desires, the compassion, the hunger. So far as you believe with that hunger, it will surely become your reality. When we take this same law into what is called in health aspects, we can term it as, or physiologically, we can call it as what? The semi-permeable membrane. That belief we are talking about here can be equated to what? Semi-permeable membrane. What does semi-permeable membrane does in our system? It helps the body to regulate certain substances from entering the cells and certain substances from not entering the cells. So as any believer, as any businessman, as any Christian, as you are living day in and day out, you have the right to decide the things that must enter your life and the things that does not enter your life. And all these things depends on your belief system. Because your belief system builds what? A wall around your life. So if you build a wall whereby you've instructed the wall that if Princess is coming, allow him. But if Pastor Clement is coming, don't. You'll be outside forever. So we have the power to determine what should enter our life and what should not enter our life. A lot of people don't understand these principles. That's the reason why they are doing almost everything some. And they are expecting to also succeed. And yet possible. Because someone who is winning understood these laws. And he knows what is entering his life. As I was saying, the law of belief, which simply says that you whatever you believe with feeling, with hunger, with passion, becomes your reality. All these things, it's a gateway to your mindset. If you get these things right, it means you are setting your mind right. Mindset, it's more like a thermostat. You all know thermostat, right? Thermostat, we use it in what? Ions. Even cars or ACs, they have some. And what is the work of this thermostat? It is able to regulate the temperature. I mean, the degree at which you want that particular thing to operate at. So let's see how powerful these laws are. How mindset is very important to us in life. When you want to iron, and you need the temperature at very high, Celsius rate, right? So high Celsius rate, then which is to be more hotter, right? And the thermostat, you regulated it to maybe 1, let's say level 1. Meanwhile, you need it at high rates, right? The iron is connected to the plug. The plug is to what? Supply the current for the iron to convert the electricity into heat. As to the threshold of the heat that the iron must convert, it depends on the thermostat. You get it? So even though the thing is connected, You want to reach level 5 with the thermostat. I mean your iron, you want the hotness of the iron to reach to level 5. But meanwhile, your thermostat, you set it at level 2. I'm using this classical example to explain the mindset, what it does for us. So you have set it at level 2. So when it, increases in the hotness, no, once it gets to 2, the thermostat cuts. It will never get to the level 5. What am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is, when you set your mindset, when you peg it at certain things, trust me, you can never go beyond your mindset. So if you believe that it's only 20,000 being here, I need like 20,000 or $20,000. By way, some way, somehow, if maybe someone dashes you 100,000, because your body or your mindset, that's the thermostat, it has set to what? 20,000. And some way, somehow, as the Bible says, time and chances happen to them all. So in life, no matter what, at a point in time, you'll be favored. You will meet someone who will be willing to help you. That's how life is. It's all about your readiness. If you are prepared, no matter what, at a point in time, someone will come and help you, or someone will favor you, or you encounter something. That's how the word is. But when you encounter something, your becoming is predicated on your mindset. So even though you needed 20,000, some way, somehow, as the Bible says, time and chances happens to them all. Because you needed the 20,000 and someone gave you 100,000, you know what happens? Your mindset interpret that as an error. Your mindset will interpret that as an error. Whilst when you received the 100,000, you started jubilating. Challenge that best me. You started jubilating. But in the realm of the spirit, or reality, your mindset sees it as what? An error. Because what you recorded is what? 20,000. That's the thermostat. You set it at 20,000. So anything beyond, it's unachievable to you. So it becomes an error. Wow. And what will happen? The mindset will quickly kick off like the thermostat. When the iron realizes or thermostat records that the temperature is going beyond, it cuts off the current to the or the current conversion into heat. It cuts off. So the same way, when your mindset realizes that no, you needed 20,000, you've gotten 100,000. Therefore, this is what? An error. So what will happen is your mindset will cause your body. I've already taught you that your heart, that's the seat of the subconscious mind. Your heart is the seat of the subconscious mind. So your heart will then, that's the subconscious mind, will then generate thought, then generate impulses. And that impulses will force your body, will force you to exhibit some behaviors. And that behaviors will cause you to lose the 80,000. Because that extra 80,000 is not inconsistent with your thoughts or with your mindset. Do you get it? And let me go further. This is why sometimes when you receive money, the chairman is laughing. Sometimes when you receive money, because your mindset pegged, I needed 20,000, I'm saying 20,000 and 100,000 came. Okay, let me use like 30,000 came. Automatically, your mindset kicks in and tells you that this is an error. You made a mistake. You didn't need the 20,000. You didn't need the 30,000. You needed 20,000. So the extra 10,000, it was a mistake. So your mindset will then tell you, will cause your body to exhibit behaviors, and it tell you, boys, abeshame, girls, abeshame, yanko say so. You think, sir, you just want to go and have fun. No, it is the limit of your mind. Because your mindset can't think far. Trust me, there are some people out there, when you give them 100 million, still ends win. But you, the one you've thought about it, is like 1,000. So anything beyond that, the mindset sees it as a mistake. it is not inconsistent with your thoughts. And as rightly said from the beginning, the law of mental transformation simply states that you must always reflect your mind. You must always reflect your mind. And what is on your mind? 20,000. And you are talking about 30,000. Is it not an error? The law says that you must always reflect your mind. So what the law will do is what? It will cause you to exhibit some behaviors. You do unnecessary giving. Oh yes. Impulsive buying. Oh yes. And I believe strongly that these impulsive buying things that we do is because of these things, because we've not mastered or we don't understand what is called the mindset or mental transformation. Because when the thing comes, you, Charlie, my brother, my mindi be why? Wundi be. Oh, that's what we do. And we realize that later we go back again. As I said, it is like a thermostat. You can't go beyond it. This is why there are some people they've made money before. They've made money before. Sometimes they still make the money and they lose it again. What is causing that? The mindset. Because their approach to whatever they are doing is wrong. Yes. Oh yes, it's wrong. So it doesn't matter if they continue, like they kept on recycling the same situations, the same conditions in their life, irrespective of whoever comes in their way or in their life. Because the only problem there is the mind. There's nothing than the mindset, which is wrong. And I wrote that if you want to bless a madman, when you give a madman 1 million, have you blessed him? Why is it that you've not blessed him? Because he can't even interpret that this is valuable. Imagine you're giving a madman 1 million Ghana cedis, 10 billion in our currency, right? Why is it that the madman has not been blessed by giving him that money? Because the real need of the mind of the madman is the mind. He needs what? A transformed mind. So I don't know what if you really need something, if you really want to transform, possess greater things in life, what do you have to do? You have to work on your mind. You don't have to be thinking about changing clothes. You don't have to be thinking about changing houses. The real change is the mind. You need to work on your mind. Because trust me, a lot of Christians and a lot of people, all that they are praying for, all that they are hoping for is a business idea and capital. But that is not what brings transformation, trust me. There are a lot of people who have made millions, or there are a lot of people who have received by one way or the other through the law of time and chances. One way or the other, they receive something. Like maybe 100,000. I don't know. Some of you may probably your prayer point is God should give you 10,000 to start something. Someone will come in and give you like 100,000 because your mindset is not set right. So you realize that you squander all them, you spoil it. So if you really need a change, do you need money? No. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Yes. Do you really need money for change? No. The real change is the mindset. What we should rather decide to change is the mind. If you want to do well in this life, it's not money that you need. You need the mind. Because if you have money and it is not inconsistent with your thoughts, with your mindset, your body will, your mind will kick in, possess certain behaviors that will cause you to lose those money. There are a lot of people who have the money, they have the business ideas, yet they are not doing well. There are some people, they have the ideas. Someone will come in with a capital, so the person is not doing well. You might think it's a demon. You might think you need prayers. Trust me, there's no way prayer can resolve the mindset. It is only knowledge that can reset the mindset. Here comes the fallacy that, before I will even say this, let me say this. What is true, what may be true yesterday cannot be guaranteed that today to be true. And what is true today too is not guaranteed that tomorrow to be true. You see, when we are young and we're coming up, we were like, there's this saying, what is the best teacher? Experience, thank you. Is experience really the best teacher? No, listen, no. Experience is the best teacher. So, right now, you know how to drive, right? So, which is, you have experience in driving, right? But do you know how to, do you know how to fly a plane? Not at all. So, what is happening? It means that the peak of your knowledge becomes your experience. So, when you begin to learn about how to fly a plane, then you now say that I have experience in plane, how to fly a plane too. So, the threshold of your knowledge is what is called experience. Therefore, who is really the teacher? Knowledge is the teacher. It's not experience. Experience is a measure of your knowledge. Yes. So the real teacher is knowledge. If you need something to teach you, you shouldn't go for experience. It's knowledge. Because anytime, how do we even gather experience? We gather experience through what? Learning, through failing. When you fail, then you master an idea to overcome that obstacle. For instance, if you want to jump from here to here, and anytime you try, you come back. Anytime you try, you come back. The very day you'll be able to jump, you said what? I have an experience. I know how to position yourself in order to get to that side. You get it? Which means you've gathered some requisite knowledge to push you there. The next time, if you want to jump again, you need another knowledge. You don't need experience to jump that thing again. Because if you are going, if you want to move ahead in life, you don't need experience. You need knowledge. Because experience will limit you to where that person got to. Wow. So if you really want to progress, what you need is what? Knowledge, not experience. Therefore, who is the best teacher? Knowledge. Marcel. You get it? And another thing I want to teach. Wow. Another thing I want to let you know before we leave here is this mental transformation law. My dear, trust me, is the best law. It's something that it's a hidden treasure. If you're able to discover it, you ask size. Trust me. Let me even explain why the government workers among us. Recently, I think last week, there is a news on the government has increased the salary, public sectors, government workers' salaries to 10%, by 10%, right? Yes. When I was thinking and reflecting how powerful this law is, I've been looking for so many means to affirm whatever. You must always reflect your mindset. I've been looking for so many means or so many examples to depict that. And I realized that the main reason why that they increase their salary is because, you see, when I employ you now in my company, your knowledge is limited as to how to carry on the operations in that organization. It is limited. If you come into nursing, probably you begin about how to maybe do vitals. But as time goes on, you learn about how to pass cannula. Right? You learn about how to take samples, how to do injections. So what are you doing? You are gathering more knowledge. You become more knowledgeable and your experience will go higher, right? Good. So if I employed you, you get it, and your knowledge was set at, let's say, 10, and through diligence, you've been able to master other skills. What have you done? You've gathered other additional knowledge onto the existing one, right? So therefore, right now, your knowledge has jumped to 10. So if I was paying you 1,000 cedis on a 5, and right now your knowledge has jumped to 10, must I pay you the same 1,000 cedis? This is why. So as I said, the law is so powerful to the extent that your reality must always reflect your mindset. So it's because of on this premise, that's why government workers. So the law actually pushes, as I stated emphatically, that when you go contrary, that is when you exhibit your mindset goes, your achievement, your reality, yes, your reality goes beyond your mindset. Your body kicks in with behaviors to cause you to lose that money. The same way, when your reality goes beyond your, when your mindset goes beyond your reality, your body also kicks in behaviors that will push you into the actual reality of yours. So as you are being diligent to work, you are learning, you are working, gathering experiences, gathering a lot of knowledge. What will happen is, because you have increased in knowledge, your mindset has risen above what? Your reality. Therefore, there are behaviors, there are forces that will cause your CEO to increase your salary. Wow. So if you are looking for salary increments, what you have to do is not to go around looking for different jobs, but you should look for what? Knowledge. You should set the mindset. Because you must always reflect the mind. You must always reflect the mind. And the way we can set the mindset is through what? Knowledge. This is why it is important. Before you can build a strong financial foundation, you need knowledge. Today I want to encourage everyone that the business that you are failing, someone is winning. Someone is doing well in that business. And the difference is what? The knowledge, the mindset behind that business. So if you are complaining, people are not patronizing me, know that it's not you. Because that thing that you are finding crisis in, someone is really doing well. Oh, be princess, your business is booming not because of anything, it's because of the mind. And the mind, as I've taught you, will cause your body to exhibit some behaviors because your mindset is above your reality. So your body is trying to push you into your reality. So your mindset will cause you to exhibit behaviors like you are constant with replying messages. You are constant with posting. It's not you, it's the mindset. Because you have set the mindset above your reality, your mindset will push you, will cause you to exhibit some behaviors that will help you to move into that reality. So if you really want to have advancement, if you really want to experience advancement, what do you need? Knowledge and mindset.